So, Chris, the Jags once again came out strong in the first half. They had an early lead there. I mean, they dominated the first half. We'll talk about the second half in a bit. First half looked great offensively and defensively. Why do you think that game plan was so effective in the first half?
You know what, Katie Jeffries? I really wish we could replay Porter's Place from like the Monday before, Monday, and the Monday before that, and the Monday before that, and the Monday before that. Because the formula is very simple. We ran the football, but let me explain it a little bit better than that. We are now running design plays for Trevor Lawrence, which allows us to utilize all of his talents. Now that Trevor is running a bit, and let me make this clear to everybody out there, I'm not asking him to run the ball like Lamar Jackson. We don't need that. But what we do need is that for the defense to know that he is capable of running, he can run, and when he runs, guess what that does? It opens it up even more for that guy who was only the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, James Robinson. And we're giving him the ball. James is one of those running backs that you may stop him, he may get 2 here, 3 there, 4 there, but the more you give him the ball, the stronger he gets. Those 3 here, 4 there turns into 7, 10, 15, 20. Next thing you know, he's breaking a long one. And we've got to be patient with the running game. And we were in the second half. And then you throw in some of those spectacular passes from Trevor Lawrence to like Laviska Shenault and then Jamal Agnew. And then guess what you do? You're marching the ball down the field. You're eating up that clock, which also helps your defense. That is not stellar. Let's just be 100. And in the process, you gain confidence. Jaguars jumped out early, as you said, scored on that opening drive. Then we go up 14-0. And I even like the fact that we were aggressive before halftime, 4th and 1 on the Cincinnati one going for it. We didn't convert, but we got to convert in situations like that.
Joe Burrow's like, had us in the first half, not gonna lie, but then the second half happened. 2020 #1 overall pick. Joe Burrow and the Bengals did dominate Chris Porter. All right, so I just wonder your take on the moment. The Jags go for it, 4th and short right there on the goal line and come up short. Now a touchdown would have been demoralizing going into the second half. A field goal, even is then at 3 possessions, but that 2-possession lead going into the second half, that's something, it was tough, Chris.
You know what, Lewis Turner, when I was in the moment, let's be 100. I said, go for it.
I did too.
Come on, Urban. What do we have to lose?
Go for it.
We're 0-3 on the season. But then, in my right mind, not my emotional state, but in my calm and collected mind, I said, oh my goodness, we should have gone for 3. Because it's 17-0, not 14-0. And in the big scheme of things, that's a 3-possession ball game. I did like the fact that they were aggressive. And then let me say this, you gotta give credit to the coaching staff, the Bengals coaching staff, and to Joe Burrow. They went in the second half, they made adjustments, and Lewis Turner, how often do you hear it in any game, how important it is when you're down to come out on that opening drive and set the tone. And that is exactly what the Cincinnati Bengals did. On their first 2 possessions, they came out and they marched the ball down the field. And in the clutch, Joe Burrow proved to you why they were so high on him in 2020 and took him #1 overall, because on that final drive, he was 5 for 5, putting them in position for that game-winning field goal. Adjustments, talent, and they have surrounded him with some talent now, all proving to pay big dividends for this young Cincinnati team.
So there's no game on Sunday. That means the Jags are going to have more time to prepare for the AFC South rival. So what do they have to do, you think, to win against the Titans here?
Finish. 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 Keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
Run James Robinson until you can't run him anymore. I'm talking about 25, 30 carries. Give him the ball. We cut out the turnovers, but we've got to run the football. And I'll explain why that running game is more important now than probably before. One of our best receivers, DJ Chark, out indefinitely with that fractured left ankle. That is a huge loss. And you hate it for DJ because he was hoping to have a big year. But again, run the football, be a little bit more creative in our formations on offense, make field goals when we have opportunities to make field goals. Our defense is not the best in the NFL, but when the moments that you need a big stop, you need a big play, we've got to make it happen.
We got Chris Porter on a Friday morning. That's not every day. So I got high school football to think about. We got Sideline 2021 game of the week is Baker County Bishop Kenny. All right, let's talk about the menu of items we can look forward to tonight. Chris, that's a big district game.
It is a big district game. Bishop Kenny coming in 4-0. They were 1-9 last year, so they have completely turned that program around. And then you've got a Baker County Wildcats football team that has been like the Jaguars, up and down, inconsistent. The only difference is this Baker County football team has won some football games. Their coach says they think the one thing that they're missing that is keeping them from being one of the best prep football teams here on our First Coast is they've got to gain some confidence. And what does confidence do for anybody? It helps you to take that next step. But the game is tonight over at Bishop Kenny, and our live team coverage starts this afternoon at 5 o'clock, and we'll be rolling the highlights.
Beautiful campus there, the beautiful spot for watching a football game. Those Baker County boys, they got some hogs on that line.
It is.
So we'll see what happens. Chris Porter, thank you so much.
They
Lauren
do.
Rosecrans, standing by. A lot of